Hi, I want to talk to you about Access Technology. My first attempt at a video blog really demonstrated that I have a great face for radio, so with that thought in mind I decided to take one of my blogs and see how that worked with an avatar, thanks to @BlackTelephone on Twitter for suggesting it. This blog posting is all about how the mobile web is changing the way we use the internet. It's a funny thing having an iPhone, okay funny and expensive and slightly obsessive, but that wasn't my point. All of a sudden the way I use internet connectivity has changed, and I'm not just talking about lack of a flash player for videos. Suddenly I find myself moving away from using a browser and towards using applications. And they are often stunningly simple to use and understand. Let me give you an example. www.petrainline.com is a pain within a browser, clunky and with a layout I hate. But the touch interface for the iPhone is simple and fast and runs from within its own app. Similarly, YouTube, eBay, even the BBC News are so much easier to navigate through a bespoke application, whereas web browsing on both the PC, and even more so on my iPhone, seems determined to make getting to my information more not less complicated. Of course there are lots of parallels. Google killed most search engines, but having the simplest search interface you could imagine. Facebook is beating MySpace, because MySpace is such a mess to use. Ease of use is really starting to become king. Of course, that doesn't always help. These simple apps aren't always that compatible, and rarely respond to trying to increase font size etc. But a simple interface goes a long way to mitigate that. There are parallels with web development. I may have mentioned before that I'm a Man City football fan, again pretty obsessive, and until this year a masochistic pursuit likely to lead to high levels of frustration. But of course this year I'm really enjoying my daily news. And it's so more enjoyable on my mobile phones. Pages present information more quickly, there is less clutter, layout is easier to navigate, and finally the lack of flash means I get far less irritating material loading up to annoy me. Going to the BBC Sport pages is actually a more productive experience on my phone, and the Manchester Online page should only ever be viewed on a phone in my opinion. The upshot is that basic and core ease of use design principles are being applied far more effectively for mobile content than for computer ones. That's partly due to bandwidth and partly because developers are having to think about how users are accessing their pages. With minds attuned to many keyboards, small screens and touch, the presentation is becoming easier and easier to use. This sounds like good news. Let's hope the folks who do the mobile web pages have the attention of the folks on the big pages. In this case their little brother might just be showing the way. Anyway, bye for now, until next time.